Hi, I'm Greg, and welcome to My Gregarious World. If you want to join us on our 51-day adventure in the South Pacific, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. Yorana! This morning, the Zandam sailed into the port of Uturoa, located on the island of Raiatea in French Polynesia. As the second largest island in the Society Islands, Raiatea is famous for its amazing landscapes and rich cultural history. Today, we arranged a tour with Raiatea Excursions, a small family-run business located in Raiatea. We reached out to them via email to set everything up. It was agreed that we would pay our guide in US dollars when we met him. Throughout our cruise, Karen and I took a similar approach for most of our activities, which allowed us to save quite a bit of money by dealing directly with tour operators. To stay organized, we prepared cash payments for each of our pre-booked tours in labeled envelopes before leaving home, and stored them safely in our cabin safe once we boarded. It was a nice change to be docked in port and able to disembark the ship quickly and easily, especially after several recent stops where we had to use tenders to reach the shore. As we stepped off the ship, we were greeted by ladies adorned in traditional umuhi flower headpieces, who handed us a small, fragrant white dianthus flower. Meanwhile, a trio of men played traditional tunes on their ukuleles and guitars, adding to the welcoming atmosphere. We quickly spotted our tour guide, who was easy to recognize because he was holding a sign for Raiatea Excursions. Since not everyone in our group had shown up yet, we waited patiently in the port area for the others to arrive. While we were waiting, Karen and I decided to check out the port a little, making sure to keep an eye on our guide so we wouldn't lose him. Our captain, Edie, who also acted as our tour guide, made sure everyone in our group was accounted for before leading us to the boat. Once we were all settled and seated, Edie greeted us warmly and shared a quick overview of the first 3 stops on our journey.
Is Haiti, Captain Day. Okay, the one stop is the vanilla. Okay, one stop. After the vanilla, we go to the visit for the rum factory. After the rum, go to the bear farm.
All located on the beautiful island of Taha'a. The excursion kicked off with an exhilarating boat ride to our first stop, the vanilla farm. Edie sped across the water, making the ride both thrilling and a bit bumpy. As we slowed down and neared the dock, we took in the beautiful views of Taha'a. After getting off the boat, we walked a short distance to the vanilla farm, where the host greeted us.
Welcome to Taha'a Island.
Although the tour was conducted in French, an interpreter was present to share insights about the vanilla cultivation process in English.
For English. With English. Yes. Okay, my English is not very well, so I will try to explain to you what she's saying. Okay. Good for you? Thank you.
After learning about the intricacies of growing vanilla on Taha'a, famously dubbed Vanilla Island, we explored the small but lush fields where the prized plants thrived. Our host shared that recently a well-known French chef visited the island and purchased nearly all the vanilla pods harvested this year. This highlights the island's excellent reputation for producing some of the finest vanilla in the world. Following the demonstration, we had the chance to shop for various vanilla products, ultimately purchasing a small vial of extract for $6 and a vacuum-packed seal of 4 vanilla pods for $30. Karen is in the process of creating vanilla extract from these pods, which will take at least 6 months before it's ready to use. After visiting the vanilla farm, we hop back on the boat for a scenic ride to our next stop, the Mana'o Rum Distillery. Our captain parked the boat at a gas station located on the water, and just across the street was the distillery, making it an easy walk to reach it. Upon entering the distillery, we were invited to taste some fresh local sugarcane before the tour kicked off. As we started the tour, we saw a machine that squeezed juice from the sugarcane stalks. Our guide explained how the distilling process worked and revealed this distillery's special secret. They only use pure organic sugarcane juice to make their rum. At the end of our tour, we enjoyed a tasting of the different rums made right there. Unable to resist, we chose to bring home a small bottle called Tahitian Moonshine, a perfect keepsake from our visit. We walked the short distance back to the boat, ready for our third and final stop on Taha'a, the Iorana Pearl Farm, where our lesson on pearl farming began.
Kami in Taha'a and welcome in Iorana Pearl Farm.
We all watched intently as the technician expertly placed a bead inside the oyster to stimulate pearl production. There was a pearl shop here where we could purchase pearls harvested from the farm. However, the prices were quite high, so instead of shopping, we decided to wait for our boat to the Coral Gardens, where we would get our first chance to snorkel in French Polynesia. The area Hidi took us for swimming and snorkeling was absolutely beautiful, with the water about 4.5 feet deep. The current was pretty strong, which made it tough to get good underwater shots with our GoPro. Karen and I felt so lucky, almost like we needed to pinch ourselves to believe we were really snorkeling in the clear waters of the Coral Garden, all while enjoying the amazing view of Bora Bora in the background. We had about 30 minutes to enjoy snorkeling before it was time to dry off and head to our lunch spot. The boat ride to the private beach was short, and as we glided over the clear waters, Karen and I admired the beautiful waterfront homes we passed. Approaching the island felt like stepping into a movie set, especially when we spotted a lone ukulele player strumming in the distance, creating the perfect atmosphere for our Polynesian meal. Once Hidi brought the boat in, he eagerly invited us to join him on shore. The experience was unforgettable, surrounded by charming picnic tables and serene waters. It became even more magical when our captain Hidi joined in with his ukulele, filling our tropical paradise with island music. We enjoyed a tasty barbecue buffet featuring local Polynesian specialties that included a variety of pork, chicken, and fish, along with several delicious side dishes. There was plenty of food for our small group, and many of us went back for seconds. The amazing food, stunning views, and the unique Polynesian atmosphere made this lunch stop the highlight of our excursion. As we made our way back to the cruise port, we unexpectedly stopped in the lagoon between Taha'a and Raiatea. There, we were surrounded by a group of black-tip reef sharks, circling our boat and adding an exciting twist to our tour. Although these sharks primarily feed on smaller fish and are generally not a threat to humans, we still felt uneasy about getting too close. The thought of swimming alongside them was not very appealing to us. We didn't have the chance to swim with them this time, but we did manage to get some awesome footage with our GoPro. Make sure to watch our future episodes to see if we gather the courage to swim with these sharks during our upcoming snorkeling adventure in Raiatea. What do you think? Will we take the plunge? In our upcoming episode, the Zaandam will anchor in the lagoon of Bora Bora, where we'll be treated to our first view of magnificent Mount Otemanu, often referred to as the crown jewel of Bora Bora. See you next time. Cheers! Please be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to keep up with our latest episodes. In the upcoming episode, we'll be in Bora Bora, where we'll tour the island, visit a Tahitian Pareo painting studio, stop at Matira Beach, and more.